Welcome guys back to another video, new series on the channel. Gonna be trying to post this every Saturday. This is gonna be our main Dynasty series for college football 26. We are gonna be the head coach of East Carolina and try to take them from a 1.5-star school to a big name school out there in the Carolinas. Now, the famous story this past year was Bill Belichick going to Carolina, and that's been very loud on how that's been going, partially because of his child girlfriend, but also because of the fact that why would he come out of retirement? He had a Hall of Fame career as a coach, the NFL greatest potentially to ever do it. Now he's tarnishing that with what he's doing in North Carolina. Nevertheless, the Carolinas are open to take over in the recruiting section, and that's why we're going to hop in as East Carolina's coach and try to build a new program. We're going to be simming it, so we won't be playing unless we get to sim into a national championship, and then I might hop in just to play with the team that we've been building. But in the meantime, we're kind of just going to be hanging out on stream here. Twitch.tv/thefluffyfish. That's with an A, not an E. If you want to catch the streams live. Otherwise, I post all these on my YouTube channel, The Fluffy Fish. Feel free to check them out there. I will be posting them every Saturday. So, with that being said, let's hop right into it. We're starting off. We need to get our recruiting class going for this year. So let's see what's available. I'm going to try to go for homegrown talent, but our pipeline is going to be decent in Florida as well because we are close. So we're not really stuck with just North Carolina. Cool. I'm interested to see. So really our best chance is still with 3-star players. You can see up top, we really just need about everything other than a wide receiver. So let's take a look here. If there's any good quarterbacks, it's going to be big on just trying to get some talent in the door, right? A second. You guys that are already interested in us, we're not, because we don't have a ton of hours to spend. We're going to need some running backs. Not really any that are super interested, but hopefully these guys are decent here. Tackles, there's no one that's super interested in us, but we're going to need them. So I'm going to chuck a few in there just to scout and see which ones are decent. We can offer them. Chuck a few guards in there as well. I mostly just look at the rating here on an interest to see, okay, are there ones that have solid ratings that are interested in us here, as well as pipeline, so that we can get that bonus on the recruiting instead of just working hard. Someone jumps in later and kind of takes them off from under us. We don't want that. So let's see. Edge rushers, we have a decent amount of edge rushers and we're gonna need them, but decent amount interested in us here. So let's add quite a few to our big board. Defensive tackles, there's nothing. We're not gonna worry too much about that then. Yikes. Not a whole lot here for outside linebackers, but we do need some decent ones. I'm not at the point now where I'm already wanting to scout stars. I think it's kind of too early to want to do that. I'd rather go after some of these guys here now, and then we can always pivot to 2 stars if we feel like we need to get someone. Don't need free safeties, but we need a couple of strong safeties. Will be good. I'll just get one of these pipeline guys, this guy, and we should be good. It doesn't really matter to add all 35 in my opinion, but their own. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go through and offer scholarships on everyone, because at the end of the day I need to kind of figure out if these guys are interested in being on the team, being on the squad, or not. So let's get to the bottom. We're going to need to get all these points now. Don't want to accidentally not have enough points. All of my scholarships off the bat. So I'm gonna hand all of these out, and then we'll go back through, and some of the main guys will start scouting, see if they are worth putting extra points on. But at this point, I'm not worried too much on scouting. I'm more worried about just getting talent in the right. I don't have enough points to be scouting everyone. I just don't. I do need to pick my fights with other schools here while trying to recruit, because again, we do not have enough points to be battle with some of these big SEC schools. Quite frankly, we just can't battle with them. We don't stand a chance. So going to need to get guys that want to start right away, and that's what we're after. I did put a 2-star D tackle in, even though that wasn't going to, just because there wasn't a 3-star D tackle that would possibly want to play for us. That's pretty cool. But let's go ahead and start scouting with the extra points that we have here. Actually, I'm going to exit recruiting real quick and put a pause on that. I think I have some skill points that I can tuck on that will save us some time here while we are recruiting. I would hate to have not done this, and then recruiting is scouting points. I think quarterback's going to be pretty important for us, as well as the linebackers. So we'll focus on that a little bit, running backs and receivers. And now let's hop back into the recruiting process. And good news is we only wasted a little bit. Got it. I'm just going to go through the top guys here and spam my scouting on them. I want to know more about them, and no point in me being too careful with the points, because these all go away next. It's not like you get to save them, you got to spend them, or they are gone. Just spamming through here and seeing what we got. Not a lot of gems, not a single gem so far, so a little unlucky, but hopefully we'll get one here soon. Maybe we won't. Doesn't seem like we're having a very good recruiting class, just based off the fact that not a single gem. There also hasn't been any negative ones as well. So beggars cannot be choosers in that case. So is what it is. Let's advance to the next week and start the regular season for college. Got a few guys reaching their top schools. Got a lot of guys that are going to leave. Who cares? We're going to have turnover as we're still building out a program. We're a new coach here, so people are going to want to leave and people are going to want to stay. They're going to be bouncing back and forth. But I'm not at a point now where I really care a ton on putting points in, because I don't know. I haven't found any guys that are people I really want. So I'm just going to keep going through and scouting and try to find a guy that is good. This guy, 90 strength, intriguing. 60 block sheds, not great. Power moves, finesse moves are very solid though. I do want to mark this guy as a potential jabroni for the squad. So I'm going to favorite him just because that strength will out for especially. Okay, first bad apple on of the group, and of course he has number one interest in us. Second back-to-back, no good, folks. That's three in a row, no good. 3 in a row, no good. I'm not getting any green gems for the development trade. Not getting lucky here. Did not pick a good batch, I guess. What it comes down to, but what are you supposed to do there? Another one that's just red. That is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Another one that's red. Another one. Another one. That power move's interesting. Could potentially be someone here with Parker Redfield. We did find one guy that we liked. He didn't have green attributes, but we did find one jabroni that looked interesting. So I'm interested to see how that goes. We got shut out on a few different guys that we were waiting on, that they shut us out of their process. So I'll go through and get rid of them here in a little bit. Meantime, I'm going scouting on the rest to see where we stand here. Guy's interesting. No good on that guy. For offensive lineman, I usually look at strength, right? Defensive lineman, similar. Need speed at skill positions. Really stand out. 85 strength's not bad. 78 power move. Bad finesse, but who cares as a D tackle? This guy is pretty solid. I'm going to chuck on some social media there because he's a 2-star and is already interested in us. Let's go ahead and clean this up, get rid of the guys that we don't here, and then reevaluate how we should spend the remaining 225 points and go from there. So not too bad. Still have 29 targets, sorted by interest status. We'll do it that way. You have Abdesmad Jordan, the quarterback, is interested in us. We will looking at his scouting, no throw power, low speed, decent accuracy. Compared to this guy, I mean, it's the same person. One just has way worse awareness. I think we'd rather have Jordan, so I'm not too worried about this other jabroni. I'm gonna kind of just drop down. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try with this guy. He's not very good. 53 awareness is bad. It's just bad. So poor speed here, and he has red, or not a good development trade. Just gonna get him off the thing here. Close. Might chuck on 15. We can't go all out on people unless they're really, really good, and frankly we just haven't found any guys that I would say are really, really good. Strength here is not even visible, so I don't love that from these guys, but they are agile. Guys are well-rounded, but still no strengths visible. I don't love that as a thing, but I think I am going to go for all of these guys push, because we do need offensive linemen. You guys don't even have many offers, but we're not even on this guy's radar. So again, juniors, but I'm going to try to get them on the team here and just a lot of JUCOs. I think that's going to be how we build the program to start, is probably getting JUCOs and going from putting it up. Pass block, run block's decent. This guy's better. This guy's screen. And you should realistically be you're at but we do have some catching up there. Same here, so we'll do 15. Star, athlete, agile, not good, right? Like just not good. I'll chuck 10 on them, but not. This guy here, I'm gonna take that off because we're about to get beat. I really want this guy. That strength, the power moves, the speed, the pursuit. It's going to be good. Obviously, block shedding is not great, but I think we do want to get this. So if we can, not letting South Carolina get this will be huge. See what we can do there. The good news on these guys is they're at least talent, right? Decent strength on them is I think what I'm also looking for on the team. So like this guy's good, this guy's not. Guy's really good. This guy's not good. I'm just gonna start cleaning this up a little bit on the guys that are good versus not good. I don't think this guy's good at all. This guy I do want to try to get him. I'm gonna chuck 25 on him, and that's gonna do it for our guys here. He is simply just not good either. I thought he was earlier, but now that I'm looking at it holistically, not. We're out of hours. Finish up on the edge spot, but we do have our first game against NC State. North Carolina State, first game. Let's see how it goes. And we lost. Oh, schedule might be the easiest way. There's not like a super easy way to tell how that was, but oh, super close. 42-45 loss. More yards of total offense, yards per play. Had the better day overall. Wow, super close game. All offense. Tough, heartbreaking loss there against an state rival to kick off the year. We have FCS Southwest, if I saw that correctly, coming up. For the guys that are off, we have a few guys that we can. You guys that we can now schedule visits for, so we're gonna do this right away. BYU, it's hard to do this because like BYU is gonna absolutely wreck us. Army though, we're gonna try to get something on them. Conference prestige, I guess, is what we're gonna do. Hopefully that doesn't absolutely screw us. This guy is going down. North Carolina is offering him. We're not even. Yikes, that coverage is horrible. Let's take a look at our cornerbacks and see what we want to do. Well, we were on edge before, but let's go over the cornerback. This top 5, we're still on there, but it's rough. It's rough to look at that coverage stats. I think I'd rather have these guys not have to work so hard for them. We're gonna try anyways. I will chuck 10 on this guy, and then we'll schedule a visit for Army. Well, but can't because I'm. Oh. Anyways, this guy's looking pretty good, but it seems like they're catching up on us. Chucking another 10 on our outside linebackers. Let's take We're gonna want some block. Offer all these guys, or let's just VM all of them. They all seem rather similar, and so we're gonna just treat them all the same and see which ones. Out here, like it's just chuck 10 on him. This guy's Juke sophomore. Chuck 10 on him as well. Safety, strong safety. We have trying to get him. Not bad though. He's not bad. 15 on him, and then we're gonna have a little bit extra so we can see if we can find a prospect here. We can bring in, start looking at 2 stars potentially as well. Look at a running back delivering talent there. Probably coming up. Not have any. Have some time on some bronies. So let's bring them in and evaluate a couple this week. Hopefully they don't all disappear before. Okay, we learned a little bit about all of them. We're gonna have to play this game FCS Southeast. Little guppies there. Let's hope we get a dub. All right, a few different people committed or reached their top 8. Take this out. Let's take a look. We did get the dub last week. What was the score? 38-10, solid victory against a team that really we needed to beat. So that's good. We got Coastal Carolina, another in-state or close to it rival here that it's gonna be pretty critical that we keep beating guys that are fighting for these prospect with us. College Bowl. Running backs we just didn't get to. Hopefully they good. Finish up scouting these. Dropped out on this cornerback. We're just not gonna be able to get it. We're gonna UMass is going after Logan Cole. None of those guys really stood out to me again, so hard to say. It's gonna be hard to keep up with South Carolina here as well, just because of but hopefully the Army, and then maybe we have a chance. Schedule a visit for this jabroni. That now. Okay, proximity to the home against Tulsa. And I'll be just checking on my pet gecko lizard. He only has anything, and right now I have it dark in here. So we have 70 more hours to spend. Really not like kind of terrible way to spend it. I think I'm just gonna chuck some more on a few of the guys that we really like here and want to get. Guys, actually, no, that's right. Let's scout these guys out a little bit more about them and see what we want to do. So I've not found a single green. We've found people that are not good, but are not good development traits, not good characters. That kind of looks like Antonio Brown. I've not found guys that are good. Offer this. Can't. Okay. I'm gonna mark him just because for ease, but playing against Coastal Carolina this week. Let's see what happens. Dub. Now we play against BYU. It's gonna be a tough team. Rank number 14. What could possibly go wrong? I think we offer this guy. I think we offer him, and let's try to get in front of him, DM the player. This guy looks like Antonio Brown, so he might be good at football. We just got to watch out, take too many big hits, or else we might have to shut down his social media and make sure it doesn't go to on another. Looking in pretty good shape here. Do this guy, and it seems like Tulsa is trying to throw us out of him. I don't love that. Best we can do is add another 5, which is anything. I don't know. Okay. Good to go. Good to go. See how this BYU game goes for us here. We came out with the dub against BYU. That is huge for the program. We beat them 34-31. Are you kidding me? Number 14 ranked BYU. It's early in the season, but they were undefeated. That's crazy. More yards of total offense, but everything was really close. We just scored in the 4th, and we held them to nada in the 4th, and that was the difference. Huge dub against BYU. I am ecstatic. That's gonna. I wish I wish I had the cojones to set up a visit or two on some of these guys for that BYU game, because that is a dub that would have got us a few people signed up. And believe me, I feel like I missed out a little bit there on the community, but nonetheless, still think we're in a good spot here for a lot of these guys that we're going to want to be getting a lot of good prospects here, a lot of good talented players. We're not going to add any more to our plate. We're already scouted. We're just going to add a little bit of hours to some guys and ride it out. And it's going to be a little bit of a coast for a few weeks here. While we play Army this week, we have a few guys at the game. Hopefully we do good. South Carolina and NC State, our edge rusher made it to South Carolina after going to this Army game, so I'm going to assume that we lost. No, we won, and he's still committed elsewhere to South Carolina. I really wanted that guy. That is unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay. We have some points available now, which I guess we can take as the right side. Now we're expected to win all these too, so it's not like it's going to help us a ton. Balance is out to 15. Man, I wanted Kari lock. I wanted Kari. Okay. Well, maybe we can do some work, get him later in the as a transfer. Who knows? Yeah. Still might see him down the road. Again, we don't really have anything unless they're into playing time for these guys to visit and it be a good thing. A plus a lot of these guys, it is not playtime. Here we go. Like, this will be at least somewhat worth it to have this guy come here, and we'll do a playing time visit and just say, hey, like, you're gonna be able to start right away. Why not come and program? Pro potential not here. Sorry, bud. Sorry, Shaw. That's not what you're gonna get out of the program here. Not what we're doing right now. We're not at that level. Antonio Brown is wanting. Give him all points. So nothing there is gonna help us. Not gonna help us, but we'll do conference first nonetheless. Okay. Bye week this week. Nothing going on. No game to worry about. So we'll just advance to the. All right, no one committed elsewhere, but we still haven't had our first commit to time. The lane game is going to be pretty big because we do have quite a bit of people visiting, recruits visiting for this game. So if we mess it up, it could be pretty bad and have a negative effect on us. Obviously, not too obvious would not be good, right? So. Yeah, we're not there yet either, bud. Let's take a look and see if we can add some more prospects here. We're gonna need more edge talent, especially after losing the guy on end we were going all out for a few there. That sucks, but at the same time we're just gonna have to throw a pair. What these guys are all about, we're not gonna be able to scout them full process. Here and get a couple offer them, see, offer more playing time. They have so many fun. Rather come here and play. Alrighty, advancing to next week. This game's gonna be huge. Lost to Tulane. Tough loss. This Tulsa one would be even worse. So hopefully we get this dub. Damn. Yeah, that's a tough loss. Tulane, you can't be losing though. We're trying to build this program out. Yeah, Rico Sharp locked us out. Another one that says, yeah, I'm not good. I don't work hard. Another one of those. A little down and out after that loss, must say. Hopefully we don't parlay it with another one against Tulsa here. It's not like get a higher draft pick or anything. Oh, but we did get our first commit, John So. And North Carolina, homegrown talent here. Off the edge is going to be huge. First signed commit. Let's go. And we did lose again to Tulsa. So another really rough week. We're now 4-3 after a big win against BYU and Army. We have dropped a. This year is not looking good for us. 3 losses are already too many. But it is. Let's just try to make the most. Try to recruit a good class here. What it is at this point, right? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Another bye week, huh? Another bye week. More committed elsewhere. Tulsa stole our center, which is not surprising after they somehow beat us. Another ACC matchup, so we got to win it. Rutgers stole our right guard, but they had a pipeline. Tulsa taken, low goal. Let's try to find a center here that we can recruit. Still got 3 stars available. You guys are at least open. Oh, there's that. Those chuck an offensive guard in here too. They're all committed. We're still working on this. A pipeline JUCO. We'll get him. One more tackle here. Got a couple in there, but we. Texas, no pipeline really, but let's check out these fellas. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna offer them all scholarships just so I can try to get into their top 10. That at the same time, right? Like, why would you not take a scholarship at this stage instead of rocking it with none? That's at least my thought process. I doubt it's theirs, but I've never been a college recruit getting calls and DMs and look them up on social media, etc. What do I know? 4-3 going into this, 1-2 in the conference, playing up against decent enough opponent in Temple. Lose the left tackle to Arizona. And we have lost again. We are 1-3 in the ACC. Rough year. Started off hot. Whatever reason, we have cooled off mightily. We have only 1 recruit. Everyone's losing interest in us as we speak. This guy's a goner. There's no way we get him. This guy I could fight for, but do I care enough? I don't know. We're going to chalk in a Memphis game here and proximity to home as what we're selling him on. Chuck him in that as well. Hopefully we can fight to keep our left tackle. We're going to want to try to keep him as well. There's nothing here that he's super going to really help. That's the hard part, but it is what it is. That's what we're signing up for here as the East Carolina head coach, trying to build out a program. And we finally got someone with a good development trait. He has a lot of pass block, just not very good run blocker, but nonetheless, we're going to try to bring this guy in because he is our only hope at getting a decent. We cannot be losing to Charlotte. We just can't be losing to Charlotte. Like, we can't be selling the big picture to recruits here when we're losing to Charlotte. So let's see what happens. We needed that win. That's huge. This Memphis one is also big. We cannot go 2-4 in the ACC. We're going to want to win this one. Let's see what's up in the recruiting world. Doesn't show strength for offensive linemen anymore, which is an interesting fact that I did not know. I don't get as excited for JUCOs. I don't. As I would for a freshie out of high school. Not like that. so I don't care as much to put more on him, but I do think JUCO might be pretty vital in getting us where we want to be. Another edge rusher commit, 3-star out of North Carolina as well, homegrown talent. That's where we're going to be building out our base. We did lose a couple people here as well. This Jabroni committed to Rutgers. What a loser. Go after yourself. We did lose last week, so that's going to be tough. We got UTSA. They're also struggling this year in the ACC, same record in the ACC and overall. So this is going to be a pretty important game. I've said that about a lot of them, but at the end of the day, when you're in college, you need to make the most of every week. You can't be losing games. You can't be missing bowl games. We have to be at least eligible for a bowl game. That's going to be big in getting recruits to buy in on the vision. So we are going to want to make sure we do our best to get there. Let's try to get some outside linebackers. It doesn't look like there's a ton left that would be interested in us, but at the same time, beggars cannot be choosers. The GOAT Tom Brady said that when asked about how he bought his entire offensive line SUVs for Christmas. The catch was they were all on a 1-year lease. So when he was asked about that, he said beggars can't be choosers. Classic Tom Brady. All right, let's give all these jabronis scholarships. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section on doing that. I always do that just because I won't be able to scout all of them, and it's better to at least stay in the dance with them and not get cut out of the top 10, like get a chance to jump into the top 10 rather than just being stuck out. So, hey Lily, I didn't see the chat earlier, but doing good. How are you? Thanks for joining the stream. Lost another one to Rutgers. That seems to be a theme for us, losing them to Rutgers, and we lost at the game as well. Florida Atlantic, we cannot drop a game to Florida. I'm tired of losing these recruits to Rutgers, and I'm tired of losing in general. Just having a losing record on the year, it's bad look. We're trying to be our Signetti coming in and saying, hey, all we do is win. And we're not winning. Another green. Let's go. Stuck a 50 on him. I don't care. We're desperate to bring these guys in at this point. Desperate to bring these guys in. We lost a guy to Oregon. I didn't even know that was a thing. Lost a guy to San Jose. Lost a guy to Temple. Wow. We just lost a ton of prospects. All at once. We jumped to second. Temple better not beat us out for this guy. It took all of my juice on reaching out to his entire family and bloodline to stay in the fight there. But we not giving up. I would not take any advice on how to do any of this from me. This is just how I do it, right? Another green gem. Let's go. Sending the house. We need good recruits. We need good talent in the building. So please come to East Carolina. We're building something special, I swear. Give us a few years. Lost a guy to Charlotte. We did lose to Charlotte, so can't say much. We're ending the year 5-7. A really rough year for us after coming. We're starting real hot, right? With beating BYU early on. Now going pretty much on a losing streak down the stretch. Is just, it's real tough, especially when people are making their commitments. It's not good. This jabroni from Texas Heisman. Or to view job offers. Should we jump ship? Offensive coordinator. 8. Carolina trying to poach us. I don't know. That's a step up. All right, we'll stay where we're at. Early National Signing Day. What do we got here? Hours left. This. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be close on a few of those. In this week. The bowl game is going on right now. I don't think there's anything to do next few weeks. Are not in any bowl games with 5-7. There's no shot. We really have nothing to do while they're going through the playoffs and all of that. So we will keep advancing the week until we have something to do. College football history update. Let's see who won the Natty. Looks like potentially Alabama here. Alabama beat Texas A&M in the national championship to bring home another national championship. They did, however, they're Jalen DeBoer just got his first national championship. All right, let's see who's leaving. Is that everyone? Holy graduations. Holy transfer. You guys have a none chance of persuasion. What are we doing? We have to try. Please. Let's go. That's a dub. Please. No. We're out. We at least got one of them to stay, but that's a tough look. That is a lot of in our class right now. Our recruiting class is not good. It's worse than Penn State's in real life, which you guys know is, I think it's like 150th. It's real bad. So real bad. Real bad. And we only have 2 signed. UMass is close on this one. Get this guy in the door, just get him signed already. He's gem. Where's the other gem at? Got a gem as well. Let's just get him signed. Let's not mess around. The gem here again, get him signed. Let's not mess around. That was favorited. I don't know. So I knew which one I liked, but I don't care enough. Let's just chuck on anyone that we're first on. We can chuck that second on. Let's take a look. I think we need a sway. I don't think we have a sway. Yeah, we don't have a sway opportunity here. Schedule visit. Proximity to home. UMass, I don't, might be closer, Virginia, in that part of Virginia, but I Ole Miss is offering this guy. Get off of him, I don't even care. And on this jabroni. We're just doing 10 on a lot of these jabronis that aren't anything special, but already first on them. So mine is one struggle 2 months, spending a ton of points. Kind of budget our expenses here a little bit. I already got already first on this guy. We are already first. We do need some proximity to home. That on all just get a quick scout job and love this guy's way as well. So transfer portal is going to be big here. Let's see if we can fill in a lot of holes. And we do need some guys that are going to be layups here. So we have quite a bit of people that are open to coming over here. So we're just going to chuck the guys that are first interest. It's kind of hard to mess them up, I feel. That's kind of where we're at, right? We kind of need some layups on general. We just need layups. We're seeing North Carolina. He's transferring out. Us. Interesting enough. What we can do with the guys that we have here. I'm not even going to worry about scouting them. I know that they're deep. Going to go through. We're going to offer them scholarships, and we're going to chuck a 10 DM the player on there as well. Scholarship and DM, and we're going to need a huge transfer portal here to really have a chance next year to improve and try to build out this program. I'm not going to claim that I'm the best at doing this. It might be obvious. I try my best. With the knowledge I have, how to out the program and try to win a national championship here as a small school, right? We don't have to worry about the money side of things. If we did, we'd be screwed. We'd beg in people that don't have a ton of money for money. Oh, that would be troublesome. But because we don't have to do that, that's a blessing, right? We have a chance here to something great. We just need a few years, and we need a little bit of luck with the sim gods. Sim gods do have to be on our side to help us out, to be able to get us to the point of relevancy. I am interested in some of these freshmen more than any. Went over that already. Why that is. Just to make sure, like, okay, are these guys I should be putting more effort into? Like, this guy is an absolute stud that I want to put 31st, but I'm here. Cool. Okay. I have a little bit of scouting left to do on those guys, the transfer portal, but I think it's turning back around based off what I saw there. dropped out on Chris Denson, and we good about the guy though. Try to jump back up, back in there, and still first. Still good there, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. About the guys like this. I want this guy. Good speed, good coverage. Yes. Decent. Good man, not good zone. Gonna try to get these guys. We're gonna increase our and see what happens there. Second, those guys finally offered, and this guy got. I did. I have to offer a little bit more on there. We're gonna have to reach out a little bit more. It's okay. First on all these guys with sort by interest status aren't and make sure that we make more on them. This guy's gonna get. I don't know if it's fighting for, but we decided in that moment we're going. Nothing can be done here. That's gone. Okay, to save this. Off this. We want this guy. We want this safety back. I don't think that's okay. I don't think that's chill at all. We're gonna make sure we get that guy. Olsa is gonna take this guy. Now I'm scouted. Oops. Sorry. Don't need to have him scouted, so if they want him, probably let him. Say. That's good, man. Get playing time on the team too, so we be able to convince him that, like, hey, you could come here, play. Want to put yourself out there that you are good. That you are like you. Visits here and go on the road. This is close. We don't want to make it. We close that out. Alrighty. So I only have 2 of all of these guys. 2 of them are officially signed and part of the squad. It's rough. Okay. We dropped to second. Marshall's taken. on overall coverage, slim, playtime. Like telling all these guys like, hey, you're getting all the playtime, and they give us. I don't know if they are getting a ton. Oh, can't be too much of a lie. Endless. One at least. That was week 4 on the bottom left. Free safety. Quarterback. Running back. Mike. Another running back. Welcome. Another running back. That's 3 running backs. Welcome, fellas. 4 running backs. Why did I do 4 running backs? Another edge. That's their 3rd edge. Or another edge there. That's the 4th. Got a center. Got a guard. Got a Sam. A Will. Oh. Okay, so it seems like we did get quite a few commits. I was worried for a little bit there that we were not going to. It was not looking good. But we ended up coming down with quite a few. So I'm still clicking through all these. It seems like we are going to have a decent enough class to fill the spots of all that graduated and left the team last year. After this is done, we are going to go through and we're going to look at the roster, what we're working with going into the next season, and do the training as well going into the next season, so we have it up, and just see, okay, are we in a decent enough position here to have a better year. Not worry about too much about position changes. Let's go the next. Motivator unlocked. We are going to run through some upgrades for recruiter, and then we got tactician unlocked as well. Coach upgrade points on our recruiting so that we can do better this year, hopefully on in general. Blocking O line. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we are becoming master recruiters at this point. Let's check out training results. We'll advance one more week. We'll do a quick rundown of the team. We'll go from there. +8 overall for our junior Aaron Williams. +8 overall. Big jump. Big jump. You have some transfers, it seems like. No, we do not, because we have 20 eligible spaces on roster, so I think we will be fine. We're good on that front. Goodness. All right, so I'm not going to go into board and scouting prospects, but run through our team here, how it's looking right now, and expectations going into this. I will just make sure that's good. We have senior Peyton Hauser at quarterback. Are these freshmen? Running back, we got London Montgomery. Solid freshmen, really solid freshmen. And receivers are rough looking wide. Good guard. got tackles and guards all mixed up on. Defensive line is gosh awful. Yeah, this is 74 overall. I think that's better than last year, but it's gonna be a rough go about it. Got good secondary here. Quarterbacks might be the stars of the defense, of course. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for episode 1 of the Dynasty. I'm gonna try to do a whole season. Every episode I post a little bit longer every Saturday. Wrapping up the end of college football in real life, so just providing a little bit more on Saturdays for y'all. Tomorrow, or every Sunday, post our Bengals fantasy draft franchise, so make sure you take a look at that. Post them in the morning Pacific time every single day. If you guys did like this video, please make sure you like the video down below and subscribe for more. Comment down below any tips or anything that you saw me do wrong that I could improve on the video. And as always, take care, guys.